G'day guys, so now that we've got our main forge in the hot water cupboard, everything's nice and set, starting to dry up, it's on to building the frame for it. Now I want a good decent base around it, so what I'm going to be using is this pine here. It's going to make framework for a box, which this ply is going to be the base. Then on top of that, we're going to have this metal tray. It's going to sit up on top. I'm going to use these to build a frame for this, to give this a bit of make this nice and rigid, nice and solid, and then they will just slot in to the framework that we're going to be making out of the wood. So that's my plan so far. I might put some sand into the tray. It's a bit of a heat sink, and then again maybe not. I don't know. It might be too heavy. Might not. Might work. So I'm going to build up the frame, build up the base, and we'll see how we go from there. Cheers. Okay, so that is the base of our forge. Now it's quite large, but I want something that's quite big, so that when you have a piece of steel in the forge, you know, you've got a little platform for it to sit on. So for example, I have my piece of steel, my forge is sitting in the middle. I can put this in, sit it there. This piece is going to get nice and hot, and then this piece is sitting out here ready for me to grab, take it away, and good to go. So that's my theory on such a big size. Now I've got all my frame for the top piece cut to length. I'm going to weld those together. I'm going to use my Oxy set to weld it, mainly because I don't have an arc welder or any other type of welding equipment and I can't get hold of one easily. So I'm going to use what I've got and weld those together, and then I can screw the top base onto my frame, and then we're almost done. Okay, so that's our base done. Once the forge has finished setting and it's nice and hard, I'm going to take that down and I'm going to sit it on here, and I can trace around it, and I'm going to cut out a slot in this so that the bucket part is going to sit sort of half submerged through this, so that the hole that I've left in the center of the forge should be pretty much flush with this, and that way you can just put your piece of metal in, sitting on this, sitting in the forge, getting nice and hot, ready to go. So that's nice and solid now. There's our base, sit there like that, and this just drops in like that. Cool. And then because it's going to be so well insulated, because the bucket's going to be insulated itself, that's what the material that I've got sitting in there is going to be doing. And then if I build, once I've got my bucket cut in here, I might make up a little framework that sits inside of here, which I can put sand into as well, act as another heat sink. You can pretty much have it wherever you want. You can put it on a tabletop, or I can make up some legs for it and make a stand. I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet, but for now I'm pretty happy with where I am. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.